Alright, you guys, ZFR back here, and pretty exciting video here. So, this may, this may just be our first positive video about The Witcher Netflix, because man oh man, have we been giving this show a hard time since, it's been announced and since news has been coming out about it, and for a lot of good reasons. A lot of stuff just wasn't lining up with what the fans seem to want. But this may be the first release where things are actually starting to look pretty good for this show. So, yeah, pretty much if you haven't heard, Netflix released a whole bunch of new images of Geralt, Ciri, and Yennefer in full costume and makeup and everything. And pretty much the reception right now seems for the most part positive. There's still a few things that are kind of, people are still a little iffy about some of this, but overall a lot of it does finally look good. So getting into some of these images here, first off, let's just talk about the most positive thing out of all these images, which is absolutely Henry Cavill as Geralt of Rivia. And I'm sorry if you guys hear fireworks in the background. Almost 4th of July. What are you gonna do? People are annoying. But no, I'm just joking. They can do it. But anyway, Henry Cavill as Geralt of Rivia. God dang. Henry Cavill as Geralt of Rivia. Alright, back to what I was saying, because those fireworks are driving me crazy in the background. But Henry Cavill as Geralt of Rivia looks amazing. I mean, just look at that screenshot, that close-up. They did a great job, alright? This looks so much better, so much freaking better than that little teaser trailer they gave us a while back. I mean, massive improvement here. There are a few complaints from the fans. Like, one big one is, why doesn't he have his classic 2 swords that we see him with all the time in the games and stuff? And for those people who don't know, actually in the books he doesn't always carry both swords around. It's kind of more of which one he might think he needs at the moment or whatever. I know, especially from the first book, which is the one I'm currently reading through for the first time, he only has one sword during his classic fight with the Striga, which you also see in the very first cutscene of the Witcher games, of Witcher 1. So, yeah, the one sword thing isn't that big of a deal, and it's not really a stray from the material. It's actually pretty accurate. So people who are worried about that or felt some type of way about that, don't worry, that's actually a thing that the games just kind of didn't really go over as much, but whatever. So that's no big deal. But one thing I actually did notice that was a little off about the costume, that medallion though, like bruh, the medallion, it looks a little cheap. It looks like they went the cheap route on that. I just, once again, I understand they're not taking from the games. They've said it over and over again. People, even though I still do not get it, I don't get why, because that's what people would like to see, but I don't see why change the classic Witcher medallion, the classic Witcher symbol that people have known for so long in this franchise. I just don't see why they felt the need to change that. In my opinion, that kind of sucks. But that's kind of a nitpick. I think that's something we can somewhat move past. It's just a little nitpick though, right? But another thing that I noticed though is they actually did kind of take inspiration from the video games when it comes to Geralt's armor from The Witcher 3. That armor that we see Geralt wearing in these screenshots is 100% his armor from Witcher 3. Unless there's something later on in the books, in the parts of the books that I haven't gotten to myself yet, I'm pretty sure there's nowhere armor like that in The Witcher. So yeah, that looks like inspiration from Witcher 3. So if they took that from the games, I don't see why not a little bit of something else, right? I don't see why not take a few other inspirations. But anyway, moving on to the next few images we have are actually of Siri, and I'm kind of going to skim over Siri because I haven't really made my mind up about it yet. To me, it doesn't really look like Siri, if I'm being honest, or it kind of looks underwhelming compared to the Henry Cavill images as Geralt. The green eyes aren't piercing enough, I don't think. The hair isn't white enough, even though, Siri has ashen hair. I guess you can kind of perceive that to be blonde, but her hair looks, I don't know. Her hair looks a little more on the blonde side, and especially in this close-up shot, than it does white. So I hope they kind of change that up just a little bit, or maybe that's just this shot and the shadows and stuff, because it doesn't look quite as weird in the next image of her. But overall, I just personally, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people were expecting the actress or Siri, or at least Siri on the show, to be a little bit younger looking. But, this looks like a teenage Siri. I can get behind that. Once again, it's kind of hard to tell from this image on that one, because I mean, once again, all we really have to go off of is the video games. I'm going to need to see that Siri in action before I can really give a fair judgment on that costume. But it doesn't look bad, right? Now, on to the big one, Yennefer. So, people have been kind of split down the middle with the actress for Yennefer, obviously because I believe she's Indian, and, Yennefer, in the material we know, in the source material, her skin's pale. Well, I think in the books it was kind of beige or something like that, but the look everybody knows Yennefer by after the games especially is the paler skin and stuff. But I don't think it really looks crazy. If I'm being honest, it still looks pretty similar if you ask me. I think she even does kind of look like Yennefer in the face a little bit. I'll say this, I wasn't expecting the purple eyes, but they kind of work for me. So yeah, I think they can get away with that, Yennefer. I think they can. So I'm going to leave that one up to you guys, but for me, I think I can kind of get by with that Yennefer, but I'm going to say this right now, that larger image of her, where we can see the full dress, the full body shot and everything, I don't like it. I gotta keep it real. The hair is a little short for me when I think about Yennefer. That's not the hairstyle Yennefer really rocks, or at least not in, but that's just the game again. And I, once again, don't understand why they don't take some things from the game, but that's kind of a nitpick. Just something about the look for Yennefer, I don't know. I don't really care for it too much in that larger screenshot, but I don't know. Maybe it can grow on me with time, but once again, I want to see this stuff in motion before I fully judge it. But yeah, so far the full body shot of Yennefer, in my opinion, is the most iffy picture out of all of these. Also, she's holding a sword or a dagger. I don't know. Yennefer is a sorcerer, a pretty powerful one. I don't know why she's holding daggers and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so these are the what's the Netflix images. They definitely look interesting, man. They look good, in my opinion. For the most part, they do look good. This definitely kind of is, from what I'm seeing, sparking a little bit more hope from people when it comes to the show. I'm sure there's still a bunch of people out there that are going to be boycotting. And listen, some people may think it's stupid that people are boycotting the show, but I can understand. In the beginning, when news about this show was first coming out, they were handling it pretty bad, in my opinion. Like they were not helping the situation over there at the studio and everything. They were steering the pot. they were definitely steering this pot with bad decision after bad decision there. But yeah, overall, I'm still hoping this show is going to be great. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that they're going to, nail the original feel of Witcher while also putting their own kind of original spin on it. That's what I'm hoping for at this point. But we'll see. To me, this looks better. I'm excited. I'm thinking this means Comic-Con trailer soon, but I don't know. We'll make a separate video about that. But anyway, tell me what you guys think. Do you like these images? Do you think some of them are kind of iffy like I was saying? How do you feel about that Geralt medallion and even like the symbol for the overall show? Let me know down below. And oh, that rhyme. Bars. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for more Witcher Netflix content, and I will see you guys on the next one. ZFR out.